Hello and welcome to Milestone 1 for a Pocketful of Nuyen. What you're seeing right now is the dialogue text tree for our first bar level scene area. And I wanted to show this because I'm not going to go through every single text option or dialogue option the player has, because several of them diverge back into a single path. But I wanted to display this just so you can see what all the options are that the player can do. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, which will be just gameplay with two of the outcomes for the level. Enjoy. So first thing we're gonna do is create a character from scratch. Since it's a brand new campaign, thought it would be fitting. This is what the player gets when they first load up the campaign, I guess you could call it, even though it's not going to be a full campaign. They are asked to create a new character based on the difficulty of the overall campaign. And what this page is the player's intelligence skill that they get. You can choose through several of them, but I chose corporate for a very specific reason. In this opening level, there's a dialogue choice the player can do, and they can only select it if they have the corporate intelligence skill active or selected. If they know corporate knowledge, then they can select a certain dialogue tree, which will be a common theme throughout this campaign, with having different skill checks for specific dialogue options. As it loads up and the player's in the bar, they receive the kind of the opening message of the level, and then as they walk forward, they're told to answer the phone because they have a call for them, which then initiates the main conversation branch for this first area with Jason Kiev of the Turing Industries. He's one of the three bosses that oversee Turing Industries, and he has an issue and he wants the player to solve it. But of course, our player is a defiant hero and is resistant to the idea of going to work because he once worked for Turing Industries but was let go prematurely. But Kiev convinces our player to come back to work, or the player has the option to just say no outright, which is going to be our first outcome in our dialogue tree, which we'll see in a minute. But I'm just going through the different options, and I go through them kind of slowly so you can read, and if you need more time, go ahead and just pause it. But the point of this dialogue is to just kind of get a tutorial feel, and you get an understanding for what the campaign is about, what the player is going to be doing. Gives you lots of good information. Now here's where our conversations can end. Since I have the corporate skill, I can select the first option to get more money, select the second to get some money, or the third option, which is just quit the game, which I choose here. Now that the fun and excitement is over, I come back to our first level, and now I'm going to go through it a little bit faster, choosing some of the other dialogue options, which you didn't get to see the first time, and then I'm going to end it with choosing the corporate intelligence skill dialogue portion of it, where we get more money for our skills. If we did not have the corporate intelligence perk or skill, whatever they call it, then we would not be able to select that option. So now that we have agreed to go to work for Mr. Kiev, we get an update on our objective, we get more money, it autosaves, and we get our new objective, which is to leave. As you can see, here's the exit. And since there's no other level, it doesn't really do anything.